Hey y'all, it's Monday, May the 22nd, 2017. The 52nd day of my thru hike on the Appalachian Trail. I'm very glad Trail Days is over. It was fun, but the hiker trash started wearing me out. The Cowboys is out of condoms, toothpaste, and PBR. So I finally got a ride out of town today. I'm back on the trail. It is a very serene afternoon, and I'm grateful to be here. I'm gonna take a nap, so I'll probably see y'all tomorrow. We're walking again. The magic happens on the trail. It is Tuesday, May the 23rd, 2017, the 53rd day of my thru hike on the Appalachian Trail, and it's raining this morning. It kind of feels like a rainforest out here, and I got to get some water and then we're walking. I spent a lot of time in Damascus, so I need to make some miles up. There's a hostel 43 miles from the Hurricane Mountain Shelter where we stayed last night, and I'm going to try to get there to dry out tomorrow night. So on we go. So I'm walking along thinking about the ride I got back to town yesterday, and I've got to tell y'all, it took 2 hours to go 20 miles. I was going to the Fox Creek Gap from Damascus. This dude picked me up. We had to go into town, drop some stuff off, and then we meet a woman on the edge of the creeper trail. She is, for some reason, she's not thru hiking. She's just trying to do little sections, like 3 to 5 miles. Doesn't have a map, no GPS, no cell phone, has an AWOL book, but she's trying to drive all over the damn countryside to find these road crossings that are only 2 and 3 miles apart. So finally we get back on the road, and very obviously this hippie's living in his van because it smelled like a human dog kennel. And we finally got back to the Gap. I'm very grateful for the ride and very grateful to be back on the trail. No more hitching to Damascus. Northbound. We just passed the Blue Blaze that said Iron Mountain Trail, which I'm not fond of after getting lost. And supposedly it went over the Comer Creek Falls. Pretty cool. That's overcast. Probably gonna be that way for 2 days. The rhododendron are in full bloom right now too. The flowers are kind of soggy from all the rain, but they're beautiful. And the cones on top of them are really neat. I didn't even recognize them when I was walking by. Caught me off guard at first. Isn't that cool? Something big was rustling around in the woods behind us. Probably either a bear or a deer. The 2 bears that I've seen have basically run 10 yards and hid behind a log until I passed. I believe this is more rhododendron, more commonly referred to as mountain laurel, and it's all over the trail just after Dickey's Gap. This one's more pink, but I think it's the same flower. So surfers call getting barreled being in the green room, and for hikers, I'm gonna call this being so check this out. We're about 1 3/4 miles from the Trimpi Shelter, and I'm curious how many steps it takes to go 1 mile on the AT. So I've got my handy dandy Sharpie, and I'm gonna count all of my steps, and every 100 I will put a dot on my hand, and then we'll count them when we get to the shelter. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Walking and counting is harder than I ever thought it could be. This is like super multitasking. Tell me your trail name.
Bacon Q-tip.
And how many steps are in a mile for you on the AT?
For a mile for me, it's every other step, it's 1,800.
So it's 1,800 strides, so 3,600 steps?
3,600 steps.
All right, thank you. You just told me that you're actually counting your steps right now as well as me.
I actually am, absolutely.
What step are you on?
772. I was trying to get to 775 before I stopped to chat with you.
What are your trail names?
We don't have trail.
Don't have any yet. I know.
Okay, and how many steps do you think are in 1 mile on the AT?
Oh my gosh, how many steps? I'll say,
1,400.
I was gonna
What's
say
your name?
500. Speedball.
How many miles how many steps do you think are in a mile on the AT?
3,000.
Trail name?
Timeless.
And how many steps do you think are in a mile on the AT?
Now he comes from the land of kilometers.
Yeah, I'm guessing 1,600 steps.
All right, thank you. What's your trail name?
Lights on.
Do you have a good guess on how many steps are in a mile on the AT?
2,000.
Very good guess. Okay, I'm at the Trimpi Shelter. I've got 38 dots on my hand, which is 3,800 steps over 1 3/4 miles. Divided, 3,800 divided by 1 3/4 is 2,171 steps for one of my miles on the AT, and it took me 40 minutes to go 1 3/4 miles. So about 2.5 miles an hour is a pretty comfortable pace. Would you tell us how you got your trail name?
21 years ago. Finally found a flat spot when I first tried the Appalachian Trail. 3 days on the trail. Everything sucked. Uphill, 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 no downhill, just uphill. And then I finally found something level by Jared Gap. And then this root comes out of nowhere and trips me, and I fall over. Bam! 280 pounds of body and 60 pounds of backpack. Crushed my eyeglasses. I was so furious when I got up. All I could think of was root equals tree, so I went and kicked the shit out of a tree, and that's how I got my name. Fair play. Ever since then, trees have had to step clear of me.
About noon, and we're 10 miles into the day. I don't know what these fence crossings are for, but judging by the cow patties, I'm gonna say there's cattle in that field we just went through. These bluebells, I see them on the edge of the trail and on the side of the road sometimes. They're pretty cool, but I haven't seen a really full one yet. They all go go marching on through the rain and the wind. Flame Azalea is looking awesome. I love walking ridge lines, and you get huge rocks like this on the top. Generally, the ground is flatter, and you can see out both sides, which in the case of today, there's no view. Alright, we stopped at the Partnership Shelter. Y'all gonna see this. There's a shower in here. And they have, like, straight pizza delivery. So that's the upstairs loft where I'm sleeping. Look at the pizza boxes delivered to the shelter. Is there a menu on the wall? Is there a pizza delivery menu in here? So it's a great night at the Partnership Shelter. Just got back from Marion, resupplied at Walmart, and ate some Mexican food with Simba. I was planning to go farther, but ran into friends, so did like 19 miles today at a very leisurely pace. So just like everything in life, when we take on something big, we gotta start early, work hard, and stay late. So, and when I say work hard, I don't mean be aggressive. I mean be mentally, physically, and emotionally present. Be aware of your health and your surroundings, and be persistent. If you run into a problem, make sure to solve it. And if you go the wrong way, then get on the right path. So tomorrow we're gonna try to get to a hostel and get dry. So a happy Tuesday to everyone, and thanks for watching.